We're going to be learning how to tap into our intuition and unlock our inner guidance system. That way we don't have to seek validation from anyone else. Support is great, but sometimes you just have to listen to the whisper within. Intuition is deep knowing or understanding without using your logical senses. And a lot of times for many of us, it comes in the form of gut feeling. A lot of times when we get these instincts or this inner voice that guides us, there's not really a clear explanation why. There's just this knowing that it is. A good example of your intuition could be maybe going a different way to work without understanding why you decided to go the different way, and then later realizing that there was a huge accident on the main way that you normally go that you completely avoided just by trusting your intuition. So here's a couple different ways that you could tell when it's your intuition speaking to you. The first sign is that gut feeling where that bundle of nerves that sits in your solar plexus is on fire with either excitement or a huge warning to you saying, that's not the way. And some of us hear this inner voice, so it's like our inner guidance, and it's like a whisper, and it's very soft, but it's clear, and it gives you that message of, bam, here's what you do. Other ways that our intuition speaks to us is through sensation. So sometimes we get like tingling in our hands or feet, or warmth or cold when we're trying to make a decision and our intuition is trying to tell us what decision to make. One of my favorite ways to listen to my intuition is by way of synchronicities. I love synchronicities because I see them literally all the time. And you may be really familiar with them without even kind of paying attention to them. So the ways that synchronicities present themselves is, let's say you're thinking about someone and then a few minutes later they end up giving you a call, or they end up texting you or communicating you in some way. Other times they come through as forms of numbers or numerology. And sometimes when we look at the clock, we see these sequence of numbers and it's like 222 or 1111. Those are synchronicities. A lot of them that I found are when I'm thinking of something and then the radio says exactly what I was thinking, or a lyric really resonates with something that I just said. When you experience a synchronicity or one of those gut feelings or your inner voice, it's really important to pay attention to what you were thinking about or what you just said before you experience that sensation or you saw the synchronicity or whatever the case is. Pay attention to what the signs are, what you were thinking about, and then move forward from there. A good way to strengthen your intuition is to trust the initial decision that you make when presented with a question or a choice. Oftentimes we ignore this and we go on with our second choice and then regret it later because our first choice is usually the right one. So you could practice this. There are a few videos that I found on TikTok that are really helpful that just help to strengthen your intuition. So I'm going to go ahead and link them below in the description box because they may be helpful for you. Of course, things like journaling, meditation, and spending time out in nature really help to strengthen your intuition because you're not so distracted from everyday life and the chaos that's in this world right now. This part's really important. A lot of times we doubt or we fear our intuition because that's what we've been taught for a really long time. So here, I want to address this issue by showing you how to overcome skepticism about how to trust your intuition. A lot of times we need evidence to support our thoughts because our thoughts turn into beliefs. So oftentimes it's really good to reflect back in the past and remember those moments when your first initial reaction or that first instinct or inner knowing was actually right. This provides evidence and will help you become more confident in trusting yourself. It's also really helpful to pay attention to how intuition speaks to you. How does your inner guidance communicate with you? A lot of us have different ways of communicating with our inner guidance system, and it can look different for everyone. Learn the ways that your inner being reaches out to you. First, starting these practices of exercising your intuition and your inner knowing, whatever you want to call it, it's really good to start with the small decisions and not the life-changing decisions. That way you can build your confidence, and once you feel like you understand how you get communicated with and how to receive those messages, you'll be like way more confident to make those bigger decisions. But start off small for now. When you receive intuitive guidance, you can also ask for a sign to help confirm or validate this intuitive nudge. And I like to do this by literally saying, just playing with the universe. The universe loves when you have fun. So, for example, I could get an intuitive hit and then ask the universe for a specific angel number that I would like to see to validate that this is in fact what the nudge was about. Once you're able to finally listen to your inner guidance system, you're able to cultivate more trust and in turn more self-love, because you'll have compassion for yourself and you'll have this confidence of knowing that you don't need to seek validation from anyone else. I mean, it's nice to have support and encouragement, but at the end of the day, you trust yourself and you trust your own inner guidance to help you navigate through life. If you want a deeper dive on self-love on a really deep level, then I highly suggest that you join the Self-Love Sanctuary. In this space, you get high-level coaching and accountability from myself, you get a private community, and you also get a 5-course video called the Self-Love Roadmap, along with a workbook that literally holds your hand into how to love yourself at a deep level by releasing trauma, baggage, and emotionally and physically detox yourself from all the things that are holding you back. You also get 2 additional training videos, one called Journaling for Breakthrough, and the second one is called Emotion Mapping. And in these 2, you get techniques to reframe your mindset for that one more of abundance and positivity. Also, you get a 7-day meditation challenge to help regulate your nervous system so that you're able to get to that next step. In addition to this, you get a mini workshop called The Confidence for the Overgiver, and this helps you to continue to trust your intuition and to rebuild that self-confidence within you so that you don't seek validation from outside sources. Also, on top of all this, I'm giving you a 45 recipe cookbook that's plant-based and will help to nourish your physical body. But wait, there's more! In our private Facebook group, you also get a weekly live stream with myself, and sometimes we have special guests where I answer all of your questions. You also get hours and hours of every single live stream that we do in a membership vault that is accessible to you for a lifetime. If you're ready to embrace yourself and love yourself at a core level and not just surface, this membership is for you. The link is in my description. You have 2 options. Pick which one is right for you, and I'll see you inside of my group. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I helped you with some insight as far as how to trust your intuition. I want to know what your experiences are like in the comments below. Let me know how you receive messages or any stories that you have. I love interacting with you guys. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more self-love and self-development tips, tricks, and all that good stuff.